Nancy Pelosi setting the stage for a second impeachment just days before President Trump leaves office. Democrats introducing a single article of impeachment against the president, accusing him of inciting an insurrection just last week. And President-elect Biden saying his team is looking into whether the Senate can hold an impeachment trial and work to pass his agenda at the same time. Jesse, I have a little bit of a list. You might call it a sequence for you to react to.
Okay. Yes.
First,
yes,
you had the Democrats say it was an immediate necessity. You had, they drew up the articles of legislation. Then you had Democrats say, no, wait a second. We should wait and let Biden's confirmations get done first before we do that. Then you had Mr. Clyburn say, no, actually, wait. Let's wait until Biden's first 100 days, and then we'll do it. And now Joe Biden says, actually, maybe we could do nominations in the morning and impeachment in the afternoon, which actually doesn't work because you have to do the other first under the Constitution. It's not quite being on the same message.
No, I mean, we're in the middle of a pandemic and people are without a job, and the Senate and the House are going to take up impeachment. What a colossal waste of time. And I don't think anybody, Democrat or Republican, can point to anything in President Trump's January 6th speech where he incited violence. You can disagree with the tenor and the tone or the timing of it, but by saying, I know everybody will soon be marching over to the Capitol building to peacefully and patriotically make your voices heard, that's not an impeachable offense. People march to the Capitol all the time. People object to electors all of the time. Nancy Pelosi did it herself. Hillary, after 2016, she said that election was rigged with Trump and the Russians. And then her supporters went to Trump's inauguration and firebombed a limousine. Are you going to lock up Hillary for that? You could lock her up for other things, but not that. You're going to get a situation where you could have a politician give a speech where he says, be peaceful, and then his supporters can go out and commit acts of violence, and that reaches the standard of criminal conduct. I don't know if you saw in the Hill newspaper, Dana, Jonathan Turley, constitutional law professor, made a very good point. I'm sure you've seen it, where he said you're setting a standard for all presidents to have them be impeached when their supporters commit violence, even after a speech that they've given is not advocating for violence. And I think Democrats are going down a dangerous road there because their supporters are usually the violent ones. And they're the ones usually saying violent things, like Joe Biden, who said he wanted to punch Trump in the face, or just the other day called a bunch of Republican senators Nazis. Are you saying if some crazy maniacs make a run at those people that Joe Biden could be impeached for incitement? Of course not. And that's why I am consistent in my condemnations.
You are. And you're just like in the A block, you're going to save us all.